Hello everyone, my name is Mitz, and here we are with Phoenix Wright Trials of the Justice. This is our Phoenix Wright fan game which I played before, and I want more people to notice it and play through it, even though this game has not been finished. Out of 4 planned cases the author wanted to make, only 3 have been completed to the very end, and the 4th one has since dropped off the face of the earth in terms of information. So I'm assuming that this game is not going to be finished ever, or at least anytime soon anyway, depending on if the author comes back or not. But these 3 cases are still really good for me. I think they're really good at doing what they wanted to do. So, no more dilly-dallying, let's start out with Checkmate and Turnabout. What? You lost. But, I couldn't have. A deal's a deal. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be going. No. Well, hey, stop! I won't let you. I can't let you. What? Hey, no. He's dead. What have I done? I can't let anyone know that March 29th, 9:46 a.m. District Court, Defendant, Lobby number 2. This will be a tutorial case, so we don't know who the culprit is? That's a first. Well, not a first, technically speaking, but... Where is he? Nick should have been here by now. Oh, we're going through his Maya. The bailiff said the trial's starting in 10 minutes. Excuse me, miss? Oh, hi. Mind if I have a seat? Ain't often I get to sit next to a pretty lady. Ah, Mr. Gurpain, you're here. Mr. what? Yep, just got here. No fun waking up to morning like this, I tell you. Oh, I know. When I got accused, I just wanted to hide under the covers. Or the mattress. Oh, that's all nonsense. I'm talking about being frog marched here in the soaking rain. Frog march? Okay, you would think for frogs now. Bet if you threw me in the fire, it wouldn't even smoke. My name is Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. In training. I'm also the assistant for Wright & Co. offices. This man's finger pain. Finger painting. But finger pain, though. Our latest client, he's a painter. Nick and I met him hanging around a noodle cart, trying to trade art for food. The noodle guy wasn't up for it, so we treated Mr. Gurpain to a meal ourselves. Hopefully you don't get arthritis from all this. Well, Nick did the trading, Mr. Gurpain and I did the eating. As usual. You look like look like you're thinking something over. Just noodles, as always, or burgers. I still eat to that portrait. Mr. Gurpain said that since we treated him, he'd paint a picture of Nick and me. I don't think I've ever seen too many, finger painting stuff, so what does a professional finger painter, look like? I'm actually curious. But when we got to the park, the police arrested him. He said that Mr. Gurpain had murdered someone right there. That there was decisive evidence to prove it. Nick promised he'd defend Mr. Gurpain and clear up this whole mess. Well, if he gets here in time... Oh, boy. Hey, is that my painting you have there? Oh, yes! I got it from the crime scene yesterday. Oh, okay, we should probably look over that stuff now. Okay, we only have these... Carver's autopsy report. Report of investigation. Given death 4:30 to 5 o'clock. Victim was fatally strangled. Left leg broken a few days prior to death. And Finn's painting. A painting Finn made the day of the incident. Oh, they were in a chess game. Ah, I see. Oh, those are the 2 people that was in there. So, the black suited guy is, the one who strangled him. Do we know how profiles? Oh, okay, yep. Craig Carver, the victim in this case, a renowned craftsman. Oh, we didn't look at years. Friendly old man we made the noodle stand defend this case. 64, wow. An upcoming defense attorney and my partner, late for court. Of course he is. Oh yes, I got it from the crime scene yesterday. That little picture was painted with my fingers. Yes, I could see it. Personally, I feel like if you really want to understand what it means to be an artist, you have to touch the canvas with your fingers. Well, I mean, there's also the whole thing of paintbrushes, like, well, You're using your brain to use your fingers to put the paint onto the canvas, and paintbrush is using your fingers to use a paintbrush to transfer that paint onto the canvas. That's just an extra step. Okay, I see what you mean now. Feel it with your hands, and you feel it with your heart. Oh, how cheesy. I love it. Wow, that's so poetic. Okay, poetic? Okay, we're getting along. Yeah, but most of my pictures end up looking like a toddler drew them. Yeah, I could probably see that, unfortunately. But I think it looks great, Mr. Gurpain. I mean, I can't even draw at all. Same here. I know I made a few drawings before about, like, just random stuff. I think it turned out fine, but it's not particularly that, you know, good. I still like it, though. And it really looks like you put your heart and soul into this. I do believe you just picked up my first #1 fan. How long have you been in the park, and this is the first time? Nick said we didn't need it. I just wanted to make sure you got it back. Haha, so it's still the park, eh? Maybe you'd better hang on to it. I was fighting those two gentlemen when they started the chess game. Oh. Oh, and you said at some point we went eating, so you weren't there when the crime happened, okay. My, who would have thought things turned out this way? Oh, by the way, where's Mr. Wright? Your court's gonna start soon. He's probably getting here right now. Let me call him. Oh, God. Hello? Right and something. Roths? Nick? No more noodles. Maya. Oh my god. You see what you're doing to him? He's having nightmares about it. All out of cash. What are you talking about? Where on earth are you? At school. It's worth defending me. And I'm in my underwear. Okay. He couldn't be. Hey, Nick! Wake up! What? What is it? Are you still in bed? The trial's gonna start any minute now. Trial? What? Nick, you overslept! I'll be there soon. Just wait for me. What time is it? Time for you to get a watch, you dunderhead. Court will commence shortly. Oh, look at that, we're screwed. Who will come to her time of need now? The defendant is counsel, please proceed to courtroom number 3. Uh-oh. Uh-oh? What do you mean? What did he just say? Nick, get your butt over here now. I won't make it in time. Maya, you're gonna have to take over until I get there. Oh boy. What was that? I'll get there as soon as I can. Just hold on till then. What was that? What was that? Well, this is a pickle. Mr. Gurpain, what do we do? I have an idea. Really? What? Well, we'd better get to court. Don't want to keep him waiting. Right. Oh boy. I can't believe this. Nick, how could you do this to me? Oh, come on. We have a lot of experience in this. You can do it fine, right? Immediately get it guilty. Oh, buck up. We'll pull through. March 29, 10 a.m. District Court. Oh boy, this would be fun. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Finn Gurpain? I still can't get over that name. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. God's nasally voice. Mr. Wright is defense... Mr. Wright? Oh, right. Yeah, not yet, Your Honor. Sheesh, I'm used to Nick doing all the talking. Not yet? What's the meaning of this? Where's Mr. Wright? Oh boy. You mean Nick? He's, running a little late, Your Honor, sir. Oh boy. But Mr. The defendant would like to say something. About the, regarding the situation. Well, Mr. Gurpain, what seems to be the matter? Haha, well, begging Your Honor's pardon, I got a way out of this fix. What were Mr. Wright not being here at all? A solution? What do you have in mind? Since Mr. Wright can't make it, I'm afraid I'll have to find myself a new lawyer. Oh boy. Wait, I just thought of... wait. Oh! My sister's attorney's badge I keep with me always remind me of her. Sure as spit, sir. I saw it in the evidence. I was wondering what that was. It can't be Phoenix's badge. Yeah. Very well. As offended, you are entitled to choose your counsel any time, including the middle of the trial, as always. Do you have a specific person in mind? Why? This young lady right here. Huh? Yeah. We're doomed. Mr. Gurpain, are you serious? Why, I don't believe that this young lady's ever handled a case at all. Not by herself, but she's seen so many. Oh yeah, this game's supposed to take place after the second game, Justice for All. Yeah, I think that's what it is anyway. Hopefully the dates matches up, though. True, but at the moment, she's the only one qualified to defend me. She is? She's already investigated the crime scene along with Mr. Wright. Well, we only found 2 pieces of evidence. Well, I was gonna say, did we find the fucking murder weapon, but he was strangled to death. What am I talking about? Jesus. She knows plenty about what happened. Are you sure about this, Mr. Gurpain? Yep, I'm confident I made the right choice. Oh my gosh, the puns. Okay. That makes one of us. I see. Does the prosecution have any objection to this, sudden development? Well... No objections, Your Honor. Oh boy. I swear, her snicker easy win just now. Very well. However, before we start, I'd like Miss Faye to answer some questions. Oh, this is customary. This is actually quite a unique way to do a tutorial case, like, for her fan game, though, still. I like it. I like it a lot. Questions, Your Honor? Yes. We'll feel reassured if you were to tell us what you know of the case so far. Okay. Don't worry, kiddo. This'll be easy. I'm too nervous to think anything will be easy. I'm not so sure I can do this. I mean, I'm not the lawyer that Nick is. Not even close. Just settle down. Judge will ask you some questions, that's all. Sure you see Mr. Wright check the court records for answers. Check the court record button. The button? What button? That button that's right there in the top right corner. Top right corner of what? Don't ask questions. Yeah, all the time. And there's no need to worry. All your answers can be found in the court records. Answers, huh? Nick usually hits the court records button. God. And... okay, here goes nothing. Now then, Miss Faye, your first question. Who was the victim in this case? The victim... we have present profile, so Craig Carver, the CC. The victim's name is Craig Carver, Your Honor. That wasn't so bad at all. Not yet, anyway. Very good. He is indeed the victim in this case. Next question. In what manner was the victim murdered? Whacked in the head, stabbed in the chest, strangulation. So the murder weapon was basically someone's hands. The victim was strangled to death, Your Honor. Not a pretty way to go. Indeed, he was fatally strangled. You've answered all my questions correctly, Miss Faye. Just keep on your toes during this trial. That wasn't so hard. Still, I wish Nick was here. I'd rather he'd be the one in the gun right now. Oh, so that's how this all goes for you. Okay. I'm supposed to be here to the sidelines of the thing. That's to help along things at all. Gee. Now, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, if you please. Thank you, Your Honor. As we're all aware, the victim, Craig Carver, was murdered 2 days ago. The scene of the crime was People Park, still under construction. He had gone to play chess with someone on one of the park's chess tables. Ah, yes. Chess. Game of strategy, cunning, ingenuity. which is gonna be bad since I'm terrible at strategy. Perhaps the most respected game in all history. Most respected game? Aw. What checkers? It's too bad I always lose. The chess game itself isn't important, Your Honor. What is important is what happened afterwards. Mr. Gerpain was painting a picture of the players. A rather shabby painting, I might add. Oh, that's a low bar to set then for you, huh? It is not a shabby painting. It obviously is shabby. Isn't it, Your Honor? It is not my place to judge art. Continue, Mr. Payne. Of course. Shabby or not shabby, who cares? What matters is, when the game was finished, the defendant foully chucked Mr. Carver to death. To death, you say? That's a very harsh word to say. Order? Order? The prosecution aims to prove the defendant's guilt. Right, Mr. Gerpain? Try your best, Winston. What? Okay. Very well, Mr. Payne. Please call your first witness. Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution would like to call to the stand Dick Gumshoe. I love Belug. Witness, your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. A detective in charge of homicides down the precinct, sir. Yeah, the detective. Oh boy, I can't wait to show you what's what today, pal. My facts are straight. My evidence is great. My mind is set. That almost all rhymes. I'll make sure you go to flight today, pal. Ho 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 ho. Hey! Yes? You're not Mr. Wright. No, I'm not. I'm glad you noticed. He's not here yet, so it's time for a teenage girl to get off your case and just ruin how bad it is. For now, I'm filling in. Filling in? But I had this case in the bag. A bag of lost marbles, I bet. Oh, he likes marbles. A game of jacks. Gumshoe, without the outburst, we'd like to hear about the case at hand. And nothing else. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Now, detective, please tell us about the findings of your investigation. Alright, he's supposed to testify. You know what that means, right? Yes. I've seen this lots of times. What Detective Gumshoe has to say. The police found. The killing happened at People Park at her chess game. The victim was none other than Craig Carver. He was found dead on a bench not far from where the game was played. The killer strangled him to death. The sets of evidence we found at the scene belonged to the defendant. We believe he dropped these items after committing the crime. What items were those? So that's how it all came to be. Very well, Miss Fay. It is time for the cross-examination. Cross-examination? Already? So, this is it. Your time to shine. I'm really nervous. What if I mess up? Oh, nonsense. You see Mr. Wright perform cross-examinations. No, I haven't. Just do what he does. Remember how? Yeah, I do. Sounds like you know what you're doing. Well, maybe I picked up a thing or two for my sis. I'll just press Detective Gumshoe about everything I can. That's the right way to do things. These are just the facts. There shouldn't be any contradictions. What the police found. The killing happened at People Park after a chess game. I kind of like the setting of just like a chess game. Just like being the main backdrop for this case. I just like it. A bit iffy in the voices, though. And, yeah, translation and all that. People Park? Isn't that place still under construction? Well, most of it is, but there's still parts you can walk around. But the northeast entrance is being worked on. There's no getting in or out of the park that way. I wonder... If it was none other than Craig Carver, do we know anything about him? None other than, is Mr. Carver famous? He sure is. Well, was. Okay, well that's the technical way to put it. Check out this catalog. Catalog? Mr. Carver made all sorts of stuff, pal. Oh yeah, his profile said he was a craftsman. Tables, dolls, spoons, wooden statues. Indeed he did. Why, my gavel here was made by Mr. Carver himself. Really? Is all gavels in this whole courthouse made from him? Oh my god. Hear that whack? You don't get that sound from any other gavel? Okay. Okay, please stop. If you want, you can check out the catalog later, Your Honor. Okay. It was found at the scene of the crime anyway. It seems the victim had brought it with him for some reason. Oh. I guess it's maybe meant to like how far he came, maybe? Or, I guess, or maybe... Well, look at that, the year's model design. Oh my god, please don't tell me. Wait, I want to look at that myself. It's evidence, it's a picture of 100... It's a picture of a $100,000 chess set. There's something written in a marker inside. Me and 27 to play for chess set as promised. Ah. I see. Oh, a Mighty Smiter SC! When did this trial become a gavel trade show? It always has been. It's an auction house now. He was found dead on the bench not far from the game was played. He was found on the bench? Yeah, he was sitting all by himself when he got there. With the sunglasses of his on the way, he was slouched. He looked more like he'd fallen asleep. Your Honor, we have a picture of the victim on the bench. Yes, look at that. Oh, okay, so he was found on a bench far away from there. But did the interest, like, show that he was strangled at the chessboard? So he does look like he's asleep? The court says it's crime photos evidence. They could have strangled him to death. How are you sure he was choked to death? He's got a bruise all over his neck, pal. Who did him in grabbed his neck hard. Real hard. Ow. That's about all I want to know when it comes to killing. This is evidence that was found we found that seemed belonged to the defendant. And what's that? There was no murder weapon. What was that? The evidence, I mean. Huh? Weren't you at the scene yesterday collecting evidence, pal? Actually, I wasn't really paying attention since Nick does all the snooping. Have fun with that. Let's see. We found a waste pouch with all kinds of paint in it. It was on the ground next to the body. Was that all? Oh yeah! There was also a paintbrush next to the pouch. A paintbrush? Why did he take so long to figure that out? These items, do they belong to the defendant? Take his occupation account. We're sure they belong to him, sir. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit these 2 items as evidence. Yep. I keep hitting a goddamn envelope on my desk. Very well, this court accepts the brush and pouch as evidence. Okay, paint. Finn's paintbrush. Is that all, detective? Well, there was also a key near the victim as well. A key? Why did you say so earlier? Sorry, Your Honor. We didn't think it had anything to do with the crime scene. It's a deposit key that opens the safe at the train station in the street. Well, let's accept this as evidence as well. That's a lot of stuff to be putting onto us. Good grief, I'm getting bombarded with so much evidence. You're telling me. Okay. My pouch entirely filled with paintballs. There's no room for anything else. This evidence, green-handled paintbrush found next to the body. Doesn't even look like it's been used. Submit as evidence by detective. Key that opens a locker in the station not far from the park found in the victim's pocket. The station. Oh, like a locker station. I've seen those, like, at theme parks and all that. Good grief, I'm getting bombarded by so much evidence. We believe you dropped all these items after committed the crime. Why do you think that? It's my guess that in the murder, the defendant was in a frantic state. A frantic state? He's kind of like me sometimes if I get through a hard day's work. I'm always thinking I forgot to do something earlier. Well, I mean, yeah, I keep forgetting how to get my gosh dang wallet when going places, yeah. Well, yesterday I told myself I had to go to the bank and get some rent money and... Oh, no. Oh, God. I'm guessing you forgot to go to the bank. Oh, boy. Please do that when you're done here, please. Maybe I remember my pinky to fry myself. I took it off later because my fingers started to itch and... Jake Gumshoe, please show a little professionalism in concentrating the trial. Yes, sir. Maybe I should have kept my mouth shut. I believe in understanding this case. The chess game, the defendant murdered the victim in cold blood. However, I fail to see why Mr. Gerpain would commit such a foul act. The prosecution believes the murder was committed over the defendant's painting. Over a painting? Really? Is that really the way you're going about it? Yes, we were told the victim disparaged the defendant's artwork. Wait, but that's ridiculous. No one would kill over a critique. That's just dumb. Besides, how do you know he even said that? Why, your client told us so himself. What? Yep, he said it. So my work was atrocious spit. Don't say that. Well, at least you're being honest then, okay. Why not? It's the truth. Okay. That's a way to put it. Order, I see. So the victim was killed over a verbal slight. Well, I mean, I'm not a big critique of artistry. I know, like, I'm not a big thing for art, but, like, I'm a big thing for writing, but just, like, I don't think I can properly criticize it, but maybe, yeah, maybe it's a bit, yeah, I'm sorry. So the victim was killed over a verbal slight. However, before I pass judgment, I'd like to hear more from the detective. Please describe to us how the murder was carried out. Yes, sir, Your Honor. The murder happened. Okay, so, like, are you literally just gonna say, like, yeah, the trust game defendant should have Mr. Carver's painting his portrait, then, like, they got into a fight, then all that happened, then, yeah. As soon as Carver made his last insult, the defendant attacked. Just lunge. When he saw it be done, the killer took the body and dragged it to the bench. No one else is in the park. Gerpain strangled the victim with his own 2 hands. Wait, what? No. Wrong about that. And when did you make your arrest, detective? By the time we got to the scene, the suspect had already left. We came back later with Mr. Wright and Miss Fay. Tried to establish an alibi, I imagine. Getting witnesses for himself and trying to get his painting back, too. One of the oldest tricks in the book. And what book is that? I keep hearing this book about oldest tricks. Where is this book? I want to read it. Those tricks do tend to slip past you, don't they, Winston? Yes, well, What? How dare you? What was that all about? Now defense may begin the cross-examination. This is a bit iffy on, like, animations and transitions, but eh. After the test game, the defendant will show Mr. Carver's portrait. Well, I would go press these all, but my first instinct is to just go object. When he saw what he'd done, the killer took the body and dragged it to the bench. Next one, no one was in the park. Gerpain strangled the victim with his own 2 hands. No one else was in the park. That's the thing. Because we literally have him, I was gonna say photographic, but painting proof positive. I think there's a big contradiction here, I think. Okay, that's a bit weird, off-putting. This painting shows 2 people playing chess, right? Okay, that's a bit weird. I'm forgetting about these whole points when we're going through this game. It's a bit rough around the edges. Probably more so than the other fan games I've seen. Oh boy, that's so off-putting. If you're gonna ask where Mr. Gerpain's opponent went, well, obviously, he left before the fatal argument. Wow, you sure saw that one coming. No, I can't let him shake me up like this. But you can't prove that. Maybe Mr. Gerpain was the one who left. You seen the defendant abandon his painting before the murder? You're kind of claiming that he went back to get his painting anyway. Or that he ran from a murder scene like a coward? Well, I guess there's that. Order, does the defense wish to address this point? Of course, failing would mean a big fat penalty. You're not the one dishing this out. Watch out, I smell a trap. I admit this is pretty good as Winston goes. Well, it's sure not good for us. And please stop first naming Winston. I mean Mr. Payne. Well, defendant leave before, during, or after the murder? During, defendant leave before. Before. He had to have left before the murder. Doesn't want to dig us even deeper than we are now. I see. And why did the defendant leave? He's mad, he was scared, something else. Mad, scared. Let's not go with mad because the whole critique thing is, yeah. Huh. Oh, I know. He left to get lunch. Of course, the answer's food. The answer's always food. Noodles. I ate with him, so I can back him up, and Nick can too. That's not proof. We barely know the time of death the half hour. He could have killed Garber, then had lunch after. True. The police believe the defendant was simply establishing his alibi. However, the possibility remains that Miss Faye is correct. Wow, that's new. We literally just started. A possibility, not a certainty. I doubt that either side can resolve this now. Therefore, I suggest that we move on. Maya, Winston's playing you for a fool. His contradiction is a dead end. A dead end? A trap? Try checking the other line. Justice says I strangled the victim. Wait, we have proof he's wrong? Let's just say I don't fit the profile. Profile? Just getting the defendant showed Mr. Carver's portrait. As soon as Carver made his last insult, defendant tagged. Profile. I think you mean just look up that? Friendly old man who fingerprints in the park. Oh yeah, well he's a finger painter. And why is there a paintbrush? Why is there a goddamn fucking paintbrush? Like it's not even used, so like where did this even come from? Oh my god. And just, yeah. Looking at that. What's that around his neck anyway? It's like some bracelet or something like that? It's like it seems going over his chin or something, or under it. I can't tell. It looks like he's like... Oh, that's his shirt. I was thinking this is a goatee or something. So something about him... strangulating. Done it, clipped the body and dragged it to the bench. Dragged it to the bench. No one else is in the park. Fingerprint strangled the victim with his own 2 hands. Wait. He's a finger painter and he just finished that painting. I can't see finger paint, like, marks on his neck. Although just because, like, I can't even tell what that weird black and white band around his neck is, or even what it technically is, but, you know. It's something, at least. It's something. Maybe presented here? Did someone yell objection? Huh? I think it was the defense, Your Honor. Great Gatsby, what is it all about? Is there no need to scream like that, Miss Faye? Like, Jesus. Sorry, after someone yells objection, I usually just sit back and watch all the drama unfold. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. Did a gumshoe? You said the killer could only have been Mr. Gurpain. That's right. If that's true, why didn't he leave any fingerprints behind? How ignorant. If his neck was bare, you can't leave fingerprints on skin. Okay, so there's nothing around his neck. I'm not talking about any simple old fingerprint. I'm talking about a certain kind of print that only the defendant could leave. Gosh dang, leaning in. What nonsense. If we take a look at Mr. Gurpain's profile, it says that he's a painter. Yes, that has been established. Yes, but the type of painter that Mr. Gurpain is hasn't been. Type of painter? Mr. Gurpain is a finger painter. A finger painter? What's that got to do with anything? Ah! I think Mr. Painter said that pretty quickly. What's going on here? As I said, Your Honor, Mr. Gurpain, Mr. Gurpaint, is a finger painter. So if he is the murderer, then there should be fingerprint prints on the victim's neck. Ow, my hands. Oh my god. Just slam. Ow, my hands. God. Order the court. Also, if you said that Mr. Gurpain carried the body himself, there should be painted fingerprints on the victim's white coat. Oh yeah, he has a white coat on. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That makes so much sense. Well, if you take the defendant's occupation into account, let's say it is possible for him to be the murderer. Nicely done, kid. I told you could do it. I was just... Perhaps the defendant covered the victim's neck. Yes, with a towel. Then he strangled him. Like that. What? But the defense said the defendant could not have carried the victim over to the bench without leaving prints. Well, perhaps he... Why would he use a towel, though, immediately? I'm pretty sure if you get that mad from a gosh-dang critique, you wouldn't be thinking clearly, right? Detective, do you have any idea how to explain this? Well, maybe. Oh, I have an idea. Well, let's hear it. Before we killed the victim, walked over to the bench and sat down. Huh? Anytime in the game, you decided to take a breather and sit a while. That makes sense. Like, you get a chair right there? Who's writing with us a new testimony to reflect this scenario? Hey, no fair! I thought real hard to come up with that, and it became crashing down instant. This is just the way it goes in the courts sometimes. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. I thought you would already get used to this. You went through like, well, it's like, let me count down. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait, you weren't there for that case or that case. Okay, so 1. There's a Turnabout sisters. 2, 3. I think you only you were here. You went through 6 cases, so I'm pretty sure you got it all handled and figured out now. But we'll leave this off here. So we're getting the basic gist of the case down pat, just about all the general mystery and the mystique. And just in looks at how the intro of this case was, the killer has to be that guy who was in the black suit who strangled him after the chess game. I mean, the whole motto was like, just from my recall, just like he just killed over him. Oh no, I lost. How dare you? Yeah. I have to get used to the just going through this game like it's it's small like I guess roughness as you saw, like some of the at least that sprite and a few things and transitions. Sometimes it goes a bit too fast and all that. But there's a first time for everything, so I won't like criticize it too much, especially since like I know when I get to Turnabout Substitution sometime later on, I'm definitely not going to do it immediately after I finish through this one. Just the beginning of the case's writing is a bit weirdly, it's just all around weird, but I got into the gist of it quite easily. Just, oh boy. So I get used to this here, and as we go along, because I know this game does get indeed like better on. I think out of all of them, Case 3 is actually my absolute favorite of this game. It's probably the main reason why I want to go through this again. Ooh, because it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, oh indeed. So, we'll leave this off here for next time. So, hope a fun time watching this as I am playing this. I'll be seeing you next time, what the time may be, and I all hope you have a fantastic day.